What is going on, everybody? Yvonne here. Now, if you're a beginner investor or a seasoned swing trader or even a full financial analyst, you probably have heard of TradingView. Essentially, it's become one of the most popular tools when it comes to analyzing financial markets, and pretty much everything has to do with it, all the way from forex to crypto. But in 2025, there's so many other tools out there, so is it still worth it? Now, the answer is going to depend based on what you guys are looking for. So in this detailed review, we're going to go through TradingView's top features, pricing models, and pretty much how it works. And in addition to that, we're going to cover some of the pros and cons and see if it's going to be the right solution for you guys. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Now, before I start here, I am going to be sharing my screen. So if you guys do want to follow along or even try out the platform for yourself, there is going to be an exclusive link down below in the description for a free trial of the platform. Now, once you guys click on the link, you can actually join and also get a $15 reward. So let's go ahead and click on it here. And I already have an account, but let me walk you guys through exactly how the sign up process works. So just press email here. Type in the email that you guys want to use. Alrighty, now once you've verified your email, go ahead and just agree with some of the policies here and then press next. And then here is going to ask you guys which plan you want to try out, because with Essential, Plus, or Premium, you can actually try them for free for 30 days. So select which plan you guys want. I'd say for most of you, the Essential is going to be just fine. So let's go ahead and select that one. We're going to continue on this account. And then here, just enter in the basic details like where you guys from, where you live. And then after you press next, enter the payment information for when the trial is over. And then you guys will be ready to go. Alrighty, now once you guys are in the platform, here's how it's going to look like. Now, essentially what TradingView is really pushing for is to be an all-in-one platform. So any feature or indicator that you guys want to use for your trading activities, it pretty much has all of that. So if you're trading on your own and you're not working at a hedge fund like Citadel, for example, this should do the trick. And as you guys see, the user interface is pretty friendly. Right over here at the top, there's a bunch of different indicators that we can use that can help with our trading. And if we scroll down, there's going to be a ton of them. And there are also going to be different tools for the financials where we can actually see the income statements or balance sheets, cash flows, or different statistics. And if you guys scroll down to the community, there's also going to be a lot of different things from the community, which I think is really special, because not only can you actually use your own strategies, but you can actually also see what other people are doing. But as you guys see here, all the different tools are going to be on the left and the top, so everything is in front of you guys. And honestly, just the indicators alone can really make or break you guys' trading strategy. There are over 100 indicators to choose from, and that way you guys always have a leg up when it comes to your guys' trading activities. And if you guys are an advanced user, you can actually also utilize custom built indicators as well. And that way you can conduct multi-time frame analyses, overlay multiple assets, and just have drawing tools like the Fibonacci sequences. And in 2025, they're pushing big when it comes to AI, so I would keep an eye out for that as well. Now, if you click on your guys' icon right over here and go to home, you can see that there are a ton of different markets here as well. So if we hover over markets, it can be the entire world. We can separate it by country, see it by news. And when it comes to assets, all the big stuff is here. Like we can scroll down, we can see that there's gonna be stocks, crypto, futures, forex, government bonds, right? ETFs, pretty much everything is here. And depending on your guys' trading strategy, but that data coverage can be huge. Now, there is a free account available, and free users do get access to delayed data. However, if you're serious about trading, right, you'd probably want to pay a little bit extra in order to have that real-time access. And those accounts that we saw in the beginning that we're trialing actually have access to that real-time data. And in addition to that pricing data, TradingView also provides you guys with earning reports, economic calendar, or even on-chart news feeds. And again, especially in this modern economic environment, staying ahead on those macroeconomic trends can be huge. And if you don't do it, you may be left behind. Not personally, and I already mentioned this, but one of my favorite things when it comes to TradingView is going to be the community aspect. I remember when I was first getting into trading, it just felt so daunting, right? It's just so scary, complicated. There's just so many different things you got to look out for. But I think with the community tab right over here, if you hover it, there's going to be access to trading ideas or indicator and strategies. And that way you can actually see what other people are doing, read some of their comments. So for example, if we go to the community tab right over here, go down in indicators and strategies, we can actually scroll down and see all the different ones that are available here. And all of these are going to be open source, and some of them actually have comments on them as well. Like for example, if I click on this one right over here, boom, this guy is saying, great indicator. Would you consider shrinking the tables in order for cell phone traders as myself can utilize it better? Once again, thanks for the terrific indicator. Job well done. And as you guys see, this guy is walking him through how to do it. So the community aspect is for sure there. And if you're completely new to it, it may be a good thing to look into. Now, before we get into the pricing, let's talk about some of the limitations and drawbacks. While the platform does offer a lot of great features, there are some things that we have to be wary of. First things first, and I'd say this is going to be probably one of the most important things out there, but real-time data does come with additional fees. Now, this does depend on the exchange, but it can add up if you guys are tracking multiple markets. And in addition to that, TradingView is not a full brokerage platform. Even though it does allow trade execution with integrations with brokers like TradingStation, it's not the full thing. And its execution features are definitely going to be a lot more limited compared to Thinkorswim or interactive brokers. And the third thing that I'd like to note here, and we actually saw in one of the reviews, is that the mobile app is not going to be as advanced as the desktop version. Now look, if you guys are serious serious traders, right, you should probably be using your desktop. The reason behind it is that there's so many different charts and things you got to look at. So if you are looking to something like TradingView, I'm assuming you are going to be using your desktop version. However, this is just one thing to keep in mind, because if you are going to be spending a lot of time on your phone and that's just how you guys trade, it may not be worth it for you guys. A lot of those precision tools are only found on the desktop version. So if you are strongly using the mobile version, I'm not sure if it's going to be the best fit for you guys. But if you guys do want to check it out, let's go ahead and see how the pricing is like. So let's go ahead and scroll down to products and go to pricing. I know that we saw some of it already, so let's go ahead and actually see exactly what it entails. So let's go to monthly prices here, and there's going to be the Essential, Plus, Premium, Expert, and Ultimate. Now, being honest with you guys, for most of you guys that are watching this video, the Essential is going to be just fine. It's 17 bucks a month and allows you guys to have 2 charts per tab, 5 indicators per chart, 10,000 historical bars, 10 parallel chart connections, 20 price alerts, 20 technical alerts, and most importantly, you're not going to have ads, because let's get real, those can be annoying. And I'd say that across the different plans, these numbers are going to be the ones that are going to increase. So as you guys see on the Plus Premium version, right, you got 4 charts per tab, or 8 charts per tab, or 10 charts per tab. And then the indicators, the historical bars, the parallel chart connections, price alerts, and the technical alerts are all going to increase as well. Then the rest of the features are not going to be in the Essential plan as much, like for example, the volume footprint or the volume candles. However, if you are getting into trading seriously, right, I would highly consider them in the Premium, Expert, or the Ultimate version. However, if you guys are just beginners, I would just go ahead and stick with the Essential. However, if you guys do want to upgrade, I would always just go through the free trial version to see exactly if it's worth you guys' buck. And there you have it, folks. So at the end of the day, is TradingView worth it? Now, the answer, like everything, is going to depend. If you guys are hardcore traders and you're putting a lot of different trade executions, then I'd say maybe this is not the best fit, just because it's not built into the platform, and going the integration route could just limit you guys on the features you may have. However, if you're fine-tuning your strategy and you're really learning about the market, I'd say this is a really good place to start. Because think about it this way, a lot of these features are the same across different platforms. So if you guys learn on TradingView, you can actually use it in another platform as well. So I'd say TradingView is going to be extremely beginner friendly, just because the user interface is really straightforward and it has a lot of features baked into it. And as I mentioned before, if you're a new trader, TradingView makes it so much easier for you guys to have everything under one roof, and that way you guys can analyze the market accordingly. So for now, I'd go ahead and tie it with something that can actually execute you guys' trades for you, and you can grow from there. So if you guys do want to try out the platform for yourself, feel free to check out the link down in the description. And if you guys got some value out of this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this, as it tremendously helps support the channel. Until next time, peace.